Yeah, it's probably better. Yeah, probably better if you do the YouTube one because I found there's lost a lot
The
less
YouTube
lag.
link.
Yeah, there's a lot less
That's what I was
lag.
going to use.
Hang on, where are we? Let's just make sure it has gone live. Because this is the first time I am doing this. Oh, look at that. Mythos Paranormal. He's live right now as well. So we've got.
Wow. I'm subscribed to him.
So am I. He's,
Oh,
he's
that's
a
the one we watched with the
guy from Yorkshire. He comes from my part of the world. Where are we? Find.
that those two guys, the three guys, they're on live now as well, but there's only two of them.
Yeah. Hang on. I'm just making sure. Yes, we're live because if you actually look on our YouTube channel now, because we're going live, there's a big red circle around our logo and it says.
Yeah, I just saw that.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's different. I think this is our first live straight to YouTube. Three guys, they're on live now as well, but there's only two of them.
Yeah, this is our first live using this setup. So let me just make sure. Live chats there. Dion is already in. I haven't actually even fired up the chat room yet, but
no, you haven't. But let's do it.
There we go. Hi there. Been watching. He's been watching Mythos as well. So.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. It just pop. Great. Now it's going to cover my pretty face when there's enough chats.
No.
Wow.
I have to. It'll only do one, but I pop them up so that at least we can see what's going on. So
yeah, it's good.
I forgot to check where that was. Well, Dion,
that was you. That's it. No, that said YouTube. It had a little logo.
Yeah. Okay. It doesn't show that on mine. Not yet, anyway. All right. Now let's make sure our Facebook page is going as well.
I'm just adding it into link.
Hey, we've even got a little live ring around our YouTube one as well, a Facebook one. So
yeah, it does that.
So that is sensational. So we can actually now chat, and wherever you're calling from or you're chatting in from, whether it be YouTube or whether it be the Facebook video, but you have to be live on our actual Facebook. Not on the Flapper page or anywhere else where it's been shared to. You have to go to the actual page. That's why I say it's still better to jump over to the YouTube and watch it from there. So let's just have a quick squizzy. Sorry, this is all new to us. We've got lots of new toys and things to look at. So if I click on that one there. Wow, we've got 4 people in from YouTube, and we got 1 person in from Facebook.
Already. Nice.
It is good. We're actually keeping a track on it all. So I don't know how long the delay is going to be.
I think it's a couple seconds in between.
So yeah, Dion is on you. Yeah, there's the little YouTube logo.
Oh, look at that. So I can pull up the chat on the side and it actually brings it up for me as well, live stream chat, and it says that, hi there, been a while watching Mythos while waiting. I'm on YouTube. So that pops up on the side as well.
Yeah, it's down
the side. That is cool.
Yes. And hopefully they should come in from other places. I did do a test with Dion earlier today.
Okay.
They did come in from Facebook as well. So that's great. For our first time. It's a lot quicker than the old-fashioned way that we used to do things.
It is. Look, it may just be worth the money for the product.
Well, yes, I mean this is actually. I want to see and do a few like this and see how it goes, because this is the second thing that we'll do in this version. But if I add the streaming pack to my subscription that I've got now, we can go to 1080 again, which has given us the maximum quality again. So,
awesome!
Something to think about. It's definitely something to think about. But I figured we'd start the chat off because we might as well. Has anybody been paying attention to what's been going on the Perth pages at the moment?
Well, hang on, on which segment or sector? Because there was one, or not the papers itself, but there was the lights and that down south of the river.
Yeah,
that have been seen recently. Yeah.
As much as just recently as in the last hour.
Yes, I did actually have a look at that.
So anybody and
we've also got some new watchers from the UK that have jumped in, or at least one anyway.
Wow, we are getting out there now.
Yeah. Shame to have to look at this ugly mug.
Well, this one. Sorry. I may look a bit scruffy and whatever at the moment because it's going to be like this for a while because we've got the Ballingup Medieval Festival coming up in
Yeah.
August. So I'm trying
August.
to grow the beard out and get that. And this is weird. I'm seeing videos from all over the place.
I don't know. I can see us here, and then on the other monitor, and then the Facebook. I've got it all going, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, mind me. Yeah, but
that should go to everywhere. That. So yeah, technically, if you chat in this
any
way,
of it
should go to all of them. So we'll see how it's going to work. We'll see. When we're trying it earlier, there was a bit of a delay and everything like that. But
yeah, well,
you're right.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just dying.
Yeah, it's been one of those weeks. For
it has.
The news. I mean, everybody knows what I think of Trump, but he did come through on one of his promises, and he's released the JFK file. So that is all.
Yep.
I only found out about it today, actually, because that's how much I pay attention to the news.
I'm glad they did because they can try and finally get some closure on that.
Well,
hopefully.
Everything that I've heard, because apparently there's something like 11,000 pages that have been released, and
yeah, and how much? And probably what 10,999.5 pages have been redacted.
Nope, not a single redaction.
Wow,
it is the full things. And one of the guys at work, he's been actually already getting stuck into it to see what the deal is going on with it all. And he said, as far as he has come with it all, it's a case of it's looking like Mossad from Israel and the CIA are involved
in JFK.
Yep.
Oh, we knew that from the start, didn't we?
Oh, this is it, and this is where I was going. I was talking to him about it. They there was 4 shooters, apparently.
Yeah, which we said there was multiple.
Mm-hmm. And it's looking very much now that poor old Lee Harvey Oswald was innocent. And then
now you remember
in 2 days, and then he got taken out as well.
So you remember me saying back a couple months ago how there was people exploring the whole drain theory? The JFK stuff aligns with the theory around Charles Manson. Said yes, it does. So yeah, you remember me talking about the whole drain theory with them going forwards and backwards, trying to figure out the quickest way out, and it was through the drains, and they could have made it out without being seen.
Yep.
This is just making up so much more sense now. Now, they normally say, wait a couple months and a conspiracy theory becomes fact. I think this has been about, how many years? Heathrow is on fire at the moment, too.
60, what?
I don't know, Lou just put in, Heathrow is on fire.
What, quite literally or just metaphorically? This is news to us if I haven't seen this yet, if it is. But, getting back to what we're talking about, they were saying, because I started actually and watching some of these videos, because a lot of people have jumped very quick on the whole thing, and there's a lot of YouTube videos already going up about the JFK assassination.
Yep.
And
you were just looking at the notification on YouTube, weren't you?
No, I've just got things popping up. You know how distracted we get when we start talking about stuff.
Look, I get distracted at the smallest. Oh, squirrel.
Yeah, exactly. Is your cricket still around, or is he gone?
I think he's on vacation at the moment, to be honest.
No.
Speaking about vacation, 4 weeks, and I'm out. I'm on a plane.
How long are you on
for? 2 or 3 weeks. 2 weeks, I think. Yep, to the Vietnams.
Well-deserved break.
I'm going to stand out on the balcony in my boxer shorts saying, "Good morning, Vietnam." So yes, apparently Heathrow is on fire at the moment, literally.
Jeez, it's not Terminal 4, is it? That's the only one that I've actually visited down at Heathrow, because that was the international way back when. But yeah, anyway, we're getting back to JFK. And what caught my attention is this particular person's name is Gary. Now, he was actually involved in the in like an oversight committee for the CIA, and he saw some stuff, and he actually started to say things, and then miraculously died of self-inflicted. You know, he self.
Ah, yes. Control Alt Delete on himself.
Yes.
Alt F4. Sorry, Alt F4.
But apparently, it was from behind the ear, which is a very
okay.
self-delete.
Oh, so it was a what do they call it? Assassination style self-delete.
Yes, he obviously tried to frame somebody for his for that.
Yeah.
And then somebody else came on later on with the same information, and apparently self-deleted too. So
Same spot behind the ear.
there wasn't any information on that one, but apparently this is all in the files. Now he's only gotten so far into them, so I guess it depends on which ones you download and where you start with a whole lot, because there's a lot to get through. But
I can imagine.
I don't know if it's going to change and head in a different direction and things like that, but it's definitely looking like the old CIA have already been involved in at least one presidential assassination. So,
well,
it's an interesting one. Now, where I was going with that as well is, remember how we did a episode a while back on the predictions and things like that?
Yes.
Was a prediction from several different people, including Baba Vanga, that Trump was going to be assassinated in March this year. Now, when that whole thing happened at the White House with what's his face, Zelensky, I thought that might have been enough to kickfire it, but obviously not. But now to actually release all of these files totally unredacted, and they have a lot of damaging information about the CIA, Mossad, and a lot of other places, it's certainly...
my hands are filthy. I've washed my hands 6 times, I swear.
Yeah.
I don't think... Yeah, but look how many years it's taken to release the JFK files.
Yeah.
I think he wants to, but I think there's other hands that be that do not want those files released.
Which goes to see, this is already heading into a lot of the stuff. You know, there's powers above him.
He's just the puppet on the strings.
Unless he's in there. I mean, maybe not necessarily in one of those guilty bits, but he would.
Oh, I'm pretty sure he has been there.
Yeah. So.
Well, apparently Stephen Hawking is on that list.
That's just wrong.
What's he doing? I'm just chilling by the pool.
Hang on. If I'd have had me,
they're going jet skiing. What are you going to do? I'm just going to chill.
That was the censor button. That one. Sorry.
I need one of those.
The problem is I'm too slow. That it's already happened before I hit the censor. Fuck. Afterwards.
Look at all these beautiful kids.
Now that is a video you would not want to see.
No.
That image, Louise, you have agreed. Mess with the old noggin. Oh no, that's just.
They used to call him old big wheels.
You never tell where he was because there'd be the stain of his skin everywhere. You know,
Trump sex tape. Oh, you reckon the thought of the sex tape is bad? His wife actually let him have sex with her.
Oh shit!
That'll be like letting one of the Oompa Loompas free to have sex with someone from Wonka's factory.
Dion's going live on Riverside. I haven't shared the link to the Riverside because we're just going to practice tonight with the what we've got, which is already better than we've had previously because we were just going on YouTube before this.
It was. It's a lot to. I've got so many things going on. I'm like, which one is it?
Well, it's funny that everybody seems to have switched over now from Facebook, and they're all on YouTube. So there's in the YouTube.
With what?
We've got 7 in YouTube at the moment.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad. Let's see if we can get it to 500.
Well, we'll get there eventually. We'll get there eventually. What else has been going on around the world? Obviously, Heathrow. I want to figure out what Heathrow's on fire for.
Yeah. We need information on Heathrow now. We're going to have to look into that because this is the first time I'm hearing about it. Like I said, you know what's funny? How they were talking about there's been lights sighted over the area just in the last hour or two. When I'd just finished doing the practice sessions on this, I had this awful noise coming through my headphones and I couldn't work out what it was. I took the headphones off and it was coming from outside, and there was a helicopter hovering literally maybe 300 or 400 feet bang above the house. And what's interesting about that is it was Lynn and my wedding anniversary yesterday, and we went out for dinner, and on the way back we noticed there was a Black Hawk flying around. Not the police helicopter, a Black Hawk.
The military. We get them all the way up and down the beach here, or not far from us, because obviously we're in the flight path. So flight chaos, catastrophic fire cuts power to London Heathrow's airport. Apparently it was a electricity substation that went up in flames Friday morning here. So the evening, Thursday.
Yeah. Hang on.
Yeah.
Talking to Canton. No, it's not actually a chat on Facebook. What it is if you put a comment on the actual on our actual page, on the Shadow Files page where the video is, if you put a comment in underneath that, come up in our chat here. It won't be like a chat room for you, but we will see what you have to say. So, yeah, it's probably not the best choice of words, but we can definitely see what everybody's saying, which is good.
It makes it very helpful.
It does, and the writing's big enough that I can actually read it. when we were doing it the old-fashioned way, it was that small I couldn't see anything. So
so they've closed down, and now apparently the counter-terrorist police are investigating the Heathrow fire as well.
Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. Yeah.
Well, I suppose it could be classed as a terror attack if it's something so close, considering how many flights they get through Heathrow, one of the busiest airports in Europe.
Oh, it's one of the biggest, one of the most busy in the world.
I think it is the busiest in Europe.
It's ridiculous. So yeah. So what do we want to talk about tonight? Now that we've got a chat room that's sort of working, if you let us know what kind of things you want to talk about.
Anything wicked, wild, zany, or conspiracy, go for it.
Well, we've got some more guests coming on as well.
We do. I'm actually looking forward for that tomorrow morning.
Yeah, so we have one that we are recording tomorrow morning, and we've got some absolute corpus coming up, and it's going to be very interesting because they're from all different facets of the paranormal, the cryptozoological side, and the UFO side. So it'll be some interesting shows coming up.
I'm surprised at how well the Anunnaki episode did in that period of time.
Yeah.
So CIA mind control stuff, if you go back through our content, we actually do have one surrounding MK Ultra itself in one of the conspiracy episodes. I think we talked about it several times, though, through several different episodes. The use of LSD, sleep deprivation, there was a lot of stuff that they did. Marijuana, I think marijuana was one.
They're actually saying the exact same things you were.
Yeah, no, I'm reading it on the YouTube chat because it comes up quicker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, cheated.
Oh, well, I'm behind the chat. There we go. I don't even know where the YouTube bloody chat is.
I've got a window open.
Oh, there it is. There. No, it's not.
Yeah, like when you think about it, like psychological torture, that's just brutal. Just there, considering doing it to your own people.
Well, you go back. We did an episode on, which is a game that came out in the 80s, and that is rumored to be part of the MK Ultra. Maybe not the mainstream thing, but it was definitely a way of when that vector graphics started coming out of seeing how they could actually manipulate humans, people. Inadvertently, they don't know what's going on, but it's happening to them, and it messed with people. That.
See, people don't realize. Yeah.
No, it disappeared real quick then.
Well, people don't actually realize either. After MK Ultra was finished with and they closed the door on it, they actually had Project Artichoke that preceded it.
Yeah.
And then that came into the whole United States Army biological warfare. and all the other bullshit to go with it. It's
You think about how much they've put into all this side of stuff as well, because you've got Project Stargate, which was that was heavily into that kind of stuff and into remote viewing and things, and it all ties in. But where that is more of an investigative kind of technique, MK Ultra was definitely getting into the actual manipulation and torture side of things, and there's way more to it. And they do reckon a lot of the stuff happened there.
G'day, James.
Right outside of New York. So, hey. So, yeah, it's really, really interesting stuff.
See, what I don't understand is bringing up Charles Manson. What did Charles Manson do wrong?
He actually didn't do anything, really.
He was a cult leader.
It was his fault.
It was, yes. So was that wrongful imprisonment?
Yeah. How about living in space? Well, the two dudes that were just up there.
Well, were they even in space, or was it just a Hollywood basement? I'm just being real.
Oh man, I love these Fridays. They're awesome, aren't they?
They are.
But,
you look at the photos and videos they release about how the ant with the no gravity works, and then you think about people swimming in a pool and how they act.
Yeah.
Or, needless to say, that in the videos that are being released with the guide wires that you can see through the green screen.
No.
Didn't he get done for inciting? Look, I suppose, yes, incitement is probably one thing. I didn't know that was yeah. If I tell someone to punch someone in the head and they king hit them and die, well, I didn't do it.
Technically, that's how Trump got off with the correction thing, because he incited, but he didn't get involved, or not even incited. It was very sort of sideways. You know what I mean?
So apparently, Manson actually admitted to additional killings that occurred prior to his assembly of the notorious Manson family.
Oh.
Yes.
Now that I did not know. I'm sorry to anybody if I'm putting your messages up out of order, because
another person says, "Hey, it's Sam."
Yeah, hi Sam. How are you? Where are you, Sam? Where are you in the world? That's it. There was no proof with Trump, though.
See, the joys of being in power, you can expunge whatever you want.
Exactly, and it's funny.
And look, I'm for the guy, and I'm not for
one of them.
I'm for the guy, and I'm against the guy at the same time. Piece of shit human being, but runs a company.
Yeah, and that's it. But I mean, well, anyway, everybody knows what my thoughts are on the guy. But
you'd love to play a round of golf with him.
No,
literally with him.
Yeah, I just had the memory of that bloody that meme that came up about apparently stress balls aren't for throwing at people that stress you out.
I thought they were. I found putting them in the freezer helped a lot with that.
I'm pretty sure it would help. May not be the intended purpose, but everything that we do in the paranormal, all the stuff that we use, it's not for intended purpose. We switch it up to use it.
I was going to say, you're about to say manipulate, but we don't manipulate shit.
No. To use it how we use it,
Was that another issue around mind control? Was what another issue?
Hey, what's that? Where's that?
Oh, just Cat and Jupiter. Cat on Jupiter.
Oh, it hasn't come up on my screen yet. Sorry, I'm still behind. I'm waiting for this to catch up.
You're still in the 70s.
Still around, yeah. There we go. We're going really slow now.
Well, yeah, we've got 9 people watching now.
We had 10 a moment ago. No, we got 10.
Oh, do we?
Yeah.
Mason admitting murders. I think brainwashing and conditioning. I suppose if it's what do they call it? The Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah, but that's when you're holding people hostage. I mean, it's a different thing
manipulation, cult leader.
Yes.
There's still a hostage situation, just a voluntary one.
A volunteer. Yeah. All right. If you put it like that, all right, I'll throw that one on board. But you know, you'd look at a lot of the Waco incident and stuff like that. The charisma of a person in charge, like Manson or whatever that other dude's name was,
or even the one with Heaven's Gates as well.
Yeah. And then, well, you look at Jim Jones.
Yep.
He talked 900 people into drinking poison Kool-Aid.
Smart man.
How do you get people so messed up that they will all commit suicide for you?
That was the same thing as Heaven Gates as well. Once the police stormed, they were committing mass suicide.
Yeah.
How long have we been doing this podcast? Oh, that is a good question. 3 years?
Yeah. We started and picked up speed.
3 years since we looked each other in the eyes across from a desk wearing pineapple shorts. You have to release it. I'm in a good mood. I'm saying release it. You have to release it now.
I haven't got it on hand now. I'm going to have to find it and put it up.
Or you better do it before I change my mind.
When we first started, it was an audio podcast, and I actually started doing some stuff by myself. And
that sounds really bad.
Yeah, vaguely amusing.
Dealing the poker table.
Yeah, that's it. But then when Jeremy came on board, when Jeremy got into the paranormal stuff like that, and I said, do you want to come on and do some podcasting? He said, yeah, he'd love to. So the first time, I only had one microphone, and we had to put it right between us. So the two of us were about this close together, like that, talking into a microphone to get that nice sound. It looked like we were ready to kiss each other.
Oh, you were lucky I was wearing pants.
But we had video as well, so I suppose you could say it's the first pineapple tape.
Yeah, you had to mention him. We've met some weirdos along the way.
We have.
Yeah. So
Jim Jones, it was over 900 people. Look how many Trump. Yeah. But in all honesty, Jim Jones, he went with them, so it's not like he could argue anything. Really?
Yeah. Look at the Labor government in Albanese. They've kind of convinced and brainwashed everyone as well.
It's happening all over the place at the moment. So we're looking down the barrel of Basil Zemplis as the...
Oh, what an absolute flog.
Yeah.
He is seriously. That guy is about as useful as a screen door on a bloody submarine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyway, getting back to answer questions and things like that. Yeah, we started out, and then we didn't do them every week, and then we started getting into the rhythm with it all and picking up speed. So solid for probably 2 years, 3 years on and off.
Well, look, we've had multiple people come on and come off the podcast. And now we found an amazing person with Fernando. He is just a godsend.
And it's not because apparently
spring break. He's gonna be on the beach getting his cans out.
That's wrong. And somewhere as well. So
I hope so. Hi, Fernando.
Yeah, why isn't he stepping in to say hello? He knew
we were going live.
Yeah, he did, but he's like I said, he's got.
I don't know if he's seen it though.
No, he's
is he on tomorrow? Is he recording with us?
This is how dedicated he is, except for obviously spring break. He's working when we're recording this interview tomorrow, so he's going to find a little bit of spot and he's going to dial
that's right.
phone and
he is very committed. That guy.
Yeah, he's a legend. So we've got a pretty good team here. So, but yeah, lots of things coming up. We've got some other big names. Sam Turner. I've got to put that one up.
I hope it is okay. Not the clubs.
The thing is.
Oh, that is good.
And that's just after me saying I need a Terminal 4.
Did you go to Terminal 4 or opposite?
I could tell you some stories about that, but I'm not going to go into it.
What, swingers clubs?
No, Terminal 4. Bloody hell. No,
I was going to say, all right then. Come on then.
No. Now, I don't know how many people here are in Western Australia. I don't know where you are.
Well, I know. I think Sam and Louise, I think they are in the UK. I'm pretty sure. Well,
whoa, awesome. Whereabouts in the UK?
Hopefully not Portsmouth.
Oh, from the north. Hopefully from the north. That's where I'm from. I'm originally from Yorkshire, so actually not far from where
Jimmy Savile. The Yorkshire Ripper.
Hang on, I'm pretty sure I can just go for you. You mentioned that name.
What, Jimmy Savile or the Yorkshire Ripper?
Yeah.
Savile the Ripper.
Oh, this is terrible. But yes,
you know what my sense of humor is like.
Yeah, I know, it's shocking. Mark is in. Oh, yeah, I know, Mark. He's in Rockingham. How are you, mate? Speaking of Rockingham, we
the pig on a swing.
We actually did Skywatch night down this way, and it was very interesting stuff. So we got, and then we did a public investigation last weekend, which it went off, and we got some very. I don't even know how to describe it actually. Some very,
Cat on Jupiter. Oh God, Savile, another cult leader.
Jim will fix it.
Oh Jesus!
I used to watch that show. I actually wrote in once.
Well, aren't you glad he didn't pick you?
It makes me wonder what he was practicing on every time he was sucking on that bloody.
That wasn't a cigar.
No, it was no.
It was Peter.
Man, we're going to get banned from tonight, aren't we?
Trust me, we're not. No, because we waited for 5 minutes before this started happening. We're good.
We've got 15 in at the moment.
I know.
We're doing all right.
I
hope it's not the Jimmy Savile talk that's doing it.
No. Now I'm trying to figure out which BBC we're talking about. Is it the adult or the channel?
Oh, man.
I need my own mute button.
Right then, they're so gross, yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, that'll be the BBC joke. Channel 4.
No.
Do I have a actual mute button? What have I got?
But I do, but I'm always too bloody late with it. Oh, hang on. Let's have a look. What buttons do I have here?
I mean, I could do an ambulance.
No, they're boring. No. I can do every time you mention
BBC.
That was terrible. Yeah.
No, we got a few little things like that.
Oh wow! Now we got the whole chat into Jimmy Savile chat.
Right. We started off talking about UFOs and bits and pieces. Now we're just talking about bloody Savile's sausage.
I don't know. Could you talk about Savile and UFOs in the same sentence?
Oh, my head's starting to go.
All right. Well, what was your favourite bit about recording about the Anunnaki, apart from learning a lot new that hadn't been really delved into with our group?
I've been interested in it for a long time, and what the big thing about the Anunnaki is that Nibiru, which is supposed to be the home planet, it's on a 3,600 year orbit. Now, that's what they say, every 3,600 years it comes past. And it's funny because that seems to happen when a lot of catastrophes happen when it's in, it could just because of the gravitational field and stuff like that. But we're fast approaching that 3,600 year mark, so it could potentially happen within our lifetime, and it would be interesting to see where we're at and how real it all happens to be.
So get ready with your beep, because after unidentified, you're going to have to beep for me.
Hang on. I've got to find the right button. Righto.
All right, you ready? And unidentified fucking asshole. Yes.
But the thing is, right, you need that censor button for when it happens.
Yeah, that's why I gave you heads up.
But people don't usually give you the heads up. I'm going to swear now. I'm going to say some sort of profanity or anything. No, it just happens.
Well, you could have just said unusual fucking oddball.
Mister.
Look,
But yeah,
anyone in the chat, is there anything that you guys want to talk about regarding any of the episodes if you've seen them? Well, Dion's just said Paradrama.
Yeah, well,
We can't go on that too much because we have something in
we have something
store.
in the wings for that. Yes.
Anything.
No. Well, anyway, yeah. Yeah. So when they come back, it'll be interesting to see what happens, because will they do the whole, mating with the human women thing again, and it's almost like the demigod type stuff happening, and
It is.
it actually ties in, because you got the demigods from the Greek gods.
Gogs.
Yeah. See, I'm talking funny now.
Gogs.
And you've also got, well, if you go into Norse mythology, you've got the ice giants, you got the this, you got that. There's giants.
It all ties in.
Every ancient, every ancient culture out there. So, are they all just different
Interpretations.
You look at Earth, right? And this is not a racial thing. This is nothing. But people in different parts of the world look different based on the climate that they're living in, and that's all it is. It's the
body
evolution of
adapting.
people to what's going on. What it's like on Nibiru, it can be the same sort of thing. So you could potentially have your ice giants. You could potentially have your demigod Hercules type people, and then you've got the angels, or the Nephilim and things like that. So
I'm not distracted by my phone. I'm twiddling around.
Right. Oh, that just popped up.
Yeah, anyone have any questions about anything? Really?
We could potentially bring people in as well if we wanted to,
We could.
and see.
The world is so messed, we need some demigod alien action. That would be...
certainly make things interesting. Definitely.
I mean, are we talking about aliens versus demigods, or a demigod and an alien had a baby?
Oh, you're talking about demi porn now, aren't you? And it's all gone quiet. Remember that one that we talked about, the 20 and back?
The what, sorry?
That 20 and back one that we talked about, and about the Draconian Empire, whatever they want to call themselves.
Yep.
Out beyond I think it was the Kuiper Belt.
Yes, the Copper Belt, yep.
And how they are actually actively trying to stop us from getting too far into space, because we're assuming that we're not very good, and we're going to make a mess of it out there. Now,
Well, have you seen Earth?
Yeah, but you take into account them with the Nibiru and stuff like that. What do you think about that? Because we're going.
I don't know.
We're getting into reptilian stuff, and
by golden age, are you talking about like primordial peace and harmony, stability and prosperity, or?
Well, that ties into, that ties into bloody the Bible and stuff.
Well, no, that's with Greek mythology.
Yeah.
Or are you talking about the 1950s at the golden age?
I don't know.
Because of the economic growth.
Mm.
Fuck, I sound smart tonight.
Right?
Holy shit! It's amazing what Google can make you look like.
Yeah, see, apparently we're carriers of souls. And
I could understand that, yes, especially in the sense of these kids that are born saying they've lived before and their life was this, and this, and key pointed. We're just a vessel.
It's funny. It's actually funny that you bring that up because I don't know how many people here. I mean, obviously, if you look behind me, you can see my TARDIS, so I'm right into Doctor Who and stuff like that. Now, one of the offshoots of Doctor Who is Torchwood, and there was an episode. Well, there was a season. I think it was a season 3 or 4, something like. It was called The Children of Earth, and it was about this alien race, which nobody's really seen because they were in a toxic sort of atmosphere, but they were set up to come to Earth, and they wanted a good percentage of the Earth's children. Otherwise, they would take all of them. And it turned out that the only reason they wanted them was because they were like a drug to them.
Yep.
And they keep them alive, but then they get stuff back from the kids. So,
oh, you mean like Pizzagate and adrenochrome?
Yeah.
The golden age of the stage we're going into.
I don't know if it's going to happen.
I don't think that we're going into a golden stage. I think we're going more into a recession. Well, we're already there. I'm probably thinking, I reckon that it could come up as the next famine.
Nah, I know.
Not a famine as such, but depression, like another Great Depression.
Yeah, but when you go into it all, they talk about we have to go through the trials, the tribulations, and all the suffering before the golden age comes. So it might not be happening next week. You know what I mean? It might
be the next 100 years.
100 years down the track.
Yeah.
And I do believe at some point we will learn by our
Dion, what are you playing with?
Funny how they keep disappearing because of his screen.
It's just that they're fake. I can't. Yeah, Dion, you'll notice with me, I have to focus on several things at once, otherwise I get very uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
I have to keep my hands busy. Take that as you will. As long as you don't see me going like this real fast, we're all good.
See, now we just dropped down to 8. What did you... We went from 15 to 8.
Well...
Because you were playing with that.
I mean, I get a great grip.
Oh, yeah, it'd be handy for some stuff. But...
I got 5 on it, you know?
This is what happens when we just said, let's do a live stream, and we didn't really have anything planned for it.
Well, it was a last-minute thing, and we're like, hey, you know what? Screw it. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, we'll hope some people will come along and...
Oh, really? Is it? Hang on, let me turn that down. Drowning out Gary.
Can't have that.
Don't drown Gary. That's not nice.
Very nice.
Okay, is that better?
He's just talking quietly. That's all that's happening.
Is this better for you?
Yeah. Oh, I keep pushing the wrong button. Whoopsie doopsie.
The naughty button.
Yes. Hang on. Where are we? All right, let's get into. All right, so we did an interview with a guy a couple of weeks ago who is a Bigfoot researcher in Missouri. I don't know how many people have listened to that one.
I actually haven't yet. I'm looking my hand up that one.
He wasn't really a believer until some stuff happened. He went to stay with his sister for a few weeks, and he went out. Oh, where was it? He said, "I've heard that these woods mentioned several times. It's always popping up in a lot of this sort of stuff." And he was out there in a hunter's blind, and he actually fell asleep. And when he woke up, there was something right behind him, and it was massive. And he said, "Yeah, it was very nerve-wracking." So, has anybody ever had any experiences with something out in the wild that was?
It was his mother-in-law.
That was very creepy. That'd be interesting. Anything, let us know.
I mean, I've had a few kangaroos scare the shit out of me.
I've seen that before. Not you, but
No, I've seen it too. Walking towards a
Yep.
location. Yeah, yeah.
Yep. And people getting freaked out by the kangaroos, definitely. But we have the small sort of grey kangaroos around where we are. I mean, they're still big, but
Oh, we get the
nowhere
reds.
near as big as like the big reds and stuff, which are
That's
very-
normally a good 2 or 3 hours out of Perth. You get the big reds.
yeah, yeah. When you head out and the sticks a bit. So
No, you get some up near Kalamunda way as well.
really,
Yeah.
I didn't think they were that close in. It's just funny, like literally over the back of where I live, there was a kangaroo down on the road the other day. I didn't actually think they came in and around here. I thought they stayed further out. I know
Yeah.
where my stepdaughter lives, they have them on their front garden every night. So
We get them up near our park constantly. Obviously,
Yeah.
being where the cemetery is, they all love it there. It's
yeah.
dead quiet. Nobody bothers them.
But yeah,
Get it? Cemetery, dead quiet, no bodies.
Yeah, I was listening. I was trying to ignore it.
Did you hear about the 2 eggs that walked into the bar?
No.
Bartender turned around and said, "Sorry, we don't serve breakfast here." No comedy for me.
I'm having a look to see how many we've dropped to now after that one.
Oh, James is back, and James missed my joke. Bugger.
Nah.
I thought it was excellent, quite entertaining.
Oh, he's terrible, 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 terrible.
Saw a ghost apparition in Quinnanup.
Go on then, tell us all about it. Would like to know more. Where is Quinnanup?
Oh, James heard the joke. Quinnanup, I would say that's inland a little bit, and north maybe. No, it'd be south.
I don't know. I thought he was talking like Quarrenup is down south and everything, but
I thought
Yeah.
up. I thought with the way they named it when it was up, it was close from water, or close from water, close to water.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. We've been going for 47 minutes already.
I know, and we've still kept above 5 people. We're on 9 still.
Yeah, I'm only showing 8 on mine, but it's all good. It's all good. So what is one of your favorite paranormal investigation spots around wherever you are in the world? Because there's people here from not just WA. Be interesting to hear them from around the world.
Oh, it's Quinnanup is east of Pemberton,
Ah,
just south of
Oh, yeah.
Manjimup.
very nice. All right, so see when you talk about a full swag, like a swag man or whatever, that's very similar to that case that we had out at the old railway lodge, which well, it wasn't really a lodge; it was just a lodging for people that worked on the railways back in the day, and it was basically a hat man, but he was wearing what I would describe as a massive Akubra, not the Kubra, the Dreiser Bone jackets,
Yep.
big long ones, and that's the kind of thing that you get to see. But this guy, he was probably 7 foot tall, and we saw this shadow once, and like I said, it all started up when they actually did they did renovations at the back of the house, and what happened was they started getting all these issues happening. So that's when they called us in because they had a little one, and
Bloody Poms.
nothing wrong with the Poms. And then we actually set up about 10 K2 meters from one end of the house to the other, and you could actually follow this
Oh, middle of the day.
from one end to the other.
Nice.
Yeah, well, they're about
Yeah.
7 or 8 hours behind us at the moment.
No. Cat on
the,
Jupiter saw an old-looking swag man walking through the trees middle of the day too. It's not often that you get apparitions during the day.
No.
Well, I suppose nobody's really paying attention to it, really.
Well, I guess if you see something in the middle of the day, it's too easily dismissed as just another person walking past that's in your peripheral vision that you're not paying attention to. But when
Yep.
you're fully attuned to shit, you're
But I
not.
suppose, but then you see those apparitions that we've caught at the location that we both caught something at. That was in the middle of the day as well, and I've got that on photo. And that was so much detail in that photo.
Yeah. Quite scary.
And now she's a good old friend of ours.
Yep. What the hell's going on? I've got bing bongy bong bong.
Facebook
Come on.
Messenger.
Possibly, yeah. Where are we?
Well, and then saying about the big 7 foot tall guy in a trench coat. Then you got the whole thing that spun off with Slender Man as well.
Mm-hmm.
And that started off as a group of college kids doing a social experiment with the words on the tip of my tongues now. Wishing something to existence.
Manifestation.
That's the word I was looking for. And it's crazy to figure out what the power of manifestation can do in instances.
Well, that is one of the big concepts of witchcraft and everything like that. Manifesting, whether it be good things, bad things, health. It's all this power of manifestation. And
I've been manifesting money in my bank, but it still hasn't got there.
Yeah, I'm the same. I'm a very rich man on the inside.
Well, look, if you do it correctly,
hello, Chloe.
commit a crime and you'll get a free flight here.
Not anymore.
No,
Not anymore. Used to be the case.
But I'm pretty sure the thing was all the prisoners went to the eastern states, and we were set up for people that actually came here legitimately in WA.
I don't know.
Chloe.
Yep. I'm just waiting for them all to pop up on this screen.
No, I didn't know if it was my sister or not.
Oh, okay. Look translucent, but clearly there. Yeah, see that as soon as you describe it like that, that's definitely not a case of it's just a person walking past that you may have misidentified. That's definitely there's something weird going on there. And it's very interesting that there was that much intensity that it could manifest itself like that in the middle of the day.
Well, I suppose you've got energy from the sun.
Yeah, there's all of that. It makes you. Are there any ley lines in that area?
That is a good question. If there's any ley lines through that, I'm sure there would be, especially like Manjimup, Pemberton.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not your sister.
I miss the old 4chan days with all the stuff like that coming through, and then all the creepypasta stuff as well.
Oh, you love all that stuff, don't you?
It's entertaining. You got to try and figure out what you can take as real and what you can't. Believe half of what you see and none of what you hear, you get someone close to the truth.
Yeah, but that's the same for a lot of things. That's the same for a lot of stuff. There's a lot of people out there that embellish stories so much so that you don't know where the embellishment kicks off and where the real stuff ended.
Look at Chinese whispers.
Yeah,
that's the perfect example just there.
Yeah, but I'm actually intrigued about getting this location where I saw this bushman in the middle of the day, because there'd have to be some kind of energy around there for that to happen, and I'm curious. So, what's everybody's recent UFO stuff happening in your area? Because we've seen some stuff around here.
I haven't really been looking out for any of it at the moment.
Yeah, even at the start of this show, talking about even tonight, only an hour or two ago, there's been sightings in the area. Yes. And weirdness happening in the skies over WA. And, like I said, we've done a couple of Skywatch nights, and weird things have been happening at those as well. So it's happening. And what's strange is we did 2 or 3 in the same location, and different to what we used to do, a different location, and we found that this place is way more active than the old one that we used to go to. And what I found intriguing is that at a certain point in the night, all this UFO activity started happening in the same point in the sky, almost like there was a portal in the sky, and these things were coming through, and then they would dart and stop, they'd disappear in a very short period of time, very bright, and then they'd fade out and they'd be gone.
Maybe
So
they're just testing out the new TARDIS for the next.
maybe, well,
Doctor
there's
Who
no way that
series.
they're satellites, because satellites are at a constant speed and they go across the sky. And yeah, we've been
Nothing,
so
Dion. Nothing much here. I've got to go to Specsavers. Yep, you and me both.
Oh, hang on. Mark wants me to check my message. Ah, it was Mark that was messaging before, so I'll have a look and see what's there while.
Oh, is that what the ding 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 was?
Specsavers. I've got these from Specsavers. Yeah, that's what my dinging was. Let me have a look.
Your dingy dong.
He just said happy birthday. It was my birthday over a month ago. But thank you, Mark, anyway. What else have we got? What else have got coming through? Specsavers, yes, you get some good stuff.
So look up Quinnenut Lake. I'll write that one down.
That rings a bell. That I'm sure I've heard that before. I just can't think in what context.
All Quiet in the UK just have Keir Starmer.
Isn't he the new Prime Minister there?
Oh, is that Pakistani guy?
That's the new one after him, I think.
Oh, they've got another one after that. I thought between England and Wales they had a Pakistan. I thought between English and the Welsh they had a Pakistani and an Indian, and they'll be at war forever.
It sounds like one of those old-fashioned jokes, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, it can't be any worse than Boris. Can't be any worse than Boris Johnson.
Oh, see now, Louise Marie. I don't know where you are. I don't know who you are, but after that last comment, yes, you're one of my kind of people. She's mentioned the tripods, War of the Worlds.
I mean, lock me off at the knees. I could be a tripod.
Oh, that was a well-timed no, Chloe. No, Chloe, no. It should be no, Jeremy, no. God.
That just sounded twice as bad, a guy saying that. Tripod, the one who let Savile get away with everything. All right, I'm lost.
No, I'm getting all confused now.
I am completely lost.
Chloe loved Boris.
Yeah, it doesn't say much.
Tonight is going in a very weird direction. It's not where
People are staying. There's still 9.
12.
Oh, might as well get Dan in here as well. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Politics is definitely the worst subject, yes.
It is because so many different varying opinions. But look, at the end of the day, I could have a completely different opinion to what Gary has, and we'd be like, have a debate. We could have a heated chat about it, and then we're good.
Yeah.
Like, it is what it is.
Yeah, that's what we do that all the time. We'll sometimes say our piece about things. We know we pretty much both on opposite. Well, we're not really on opposite.
Not really. We do. There is a middle ground, and I think that's what you need, especially when you're having a discussion about it. Not even a debate. You have to have some sort of middle ground that you can go back to. Otherwise, you can really screw over friendships.
It's just about a bit of respect and respect the fact that people have their own opinions and things like that. Now, I've got to admit, I've never dealt with Boris Johnson. I've never lived there while he was there, but
Boris Johnson was like the UK version of Trump.
I like the fact
except he liked men.
He was a little party man and stuff like that, but
All right, Dion, what color paint would you like?
Paint by numbers.
Anyway, enough of politics.
Yeah, well, we're not talking politics, but one more thing. Chloe just turned around and she said, nothing beats Boris's windswept hair. There's one person's hair that I do believe would pretty much give him a run for his money, and that's the soft focus head. It doesn't matter what you see of him, his hair is always in soft focus. I don't know if it's the nuclear tangerine tone of his skin that's making it go soft focus or not, but all right, I'm not going to put that one. Oh, why not? Come on, let's go for it.
What have you done now?
Hang on, where are we? Oh, it hasn't come through yet, so I can't put it in. Put it up.
What?
But,
what are we talking about now? I'm getting worried.
Just Chloe's little comment there. I wasn't going to put it up on screen, but I thought, yeah, why not?
Oh, the windswept hair.
No, this one.
Yeah, fair call.
Yeah.
Fair call. That one.
And this is the
That
thing. One. Yeah, that one right there. Yeah. We haven't got many decent politicians in the world anymore.
There isn't. They're all pieces of
talking about how the JFK tapes are out. No, tapes, the documents and everything are out now.
That whole thing is absolutely mind blowing.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, real politicians back then. Puppy, I know. I'm trying not to get caught up in your.
Oh, come on, that was a good one.
It wasn't bad.
I didn't say it was great.
Neither did I. But Chloe said, "Make me PM."
Yeah, don't.
No, you don't want that. You don't want that.
No.
That being said, you could make me the president of America for a day. All I would be doing is say, give me the Roswell files, give me the this, give me the that. I'll be reading them all, and then I'll be buggering off. I know now. You know.
Yeah, no, you're going to make so much bad decisions for the country. No, I just want files.
The only decision I would be making that would affect everybody is how much toilet paper I'll be throwing out the White House window. Just
from which bathroom?
Well, it doesn't really matter. You could go.
Well, here's the thing. See, if I could get myself put in power somewhere where it gives me extremely wealthy amounts of power, I'd want to be in charge of the Vatican. And then you could go into the catacombs and look at whatever you want.
Oh, that would be.
You look. You might be assassinated the next day, but you've seen it. You can die happy.
Yeah, I know, but you.
Chloe would be assassinated. To be fair, yeah, Dan would probably take you out.
That is very true. I agree with that 100%.
Jupiter. I'm just going to call you Jupiter. It's easier. Look, mental resilience. I am completely retarded, but we're still here. It's not even mental resilience. It's just more of I've said my bit, you've said your bit. It is what it is.
Chloe, we'd stand up for you.
Or not if I was in a wheelchair.
Well, not him. Not I would. Is that better? Yes.
All right,
so yeah.
So what else? What else?
I don't know. Usually these things flow pretty good, but I mean, you Vatican archives, man. There's so much to do with the Vatican archives that we get stuck into.
I would see. Would you try and
politics?
Would you try and sneak things out of the catacombs?
Yes.
What would be one of the first?
Maybe not sneak, but carry them out.
Sneak. I didn't say thief. I said sneak them out.
That's what I said. Not sneak. Carry the buggers out. I wouldn't be making any. Because if you had that power for that day, you wouldn't be sneaking them out, would you?
No, that's true. As we walk with them. See,
yeah.
Me being the asshole that I am, I would take all the books of the Bible that they had stashed away and just release them to the general public.
Well, all the
that would cause mass hysteria, and it would show you how much the governments are in control.
The Book of Enoch.
Just all of them.
The original stuff, you know, there's so many out there that are ridiculous.
Well, there's lots of love in the chat tonight.
Yes. We have a friendly bunch in tonight.
We do.
Awesome.
They're good people.
Yeah. All right. So where are we? Who are we going to go with first? We'll go with Louise. Louise, if you were the PM for the day, what would be the one thing you would want to change in the world?
Oh,
Or at
geez.
least the one
I
thing you
know
would
where-
want to
I
get
know-
out of being Prime
I
Minister
know
for
where
the
this
day?
is going to go.
Yeah, I don't know if I should have actually said that out loud now because it could it can go downhill real quick.
Free chicken nuggets for everyone.
I thought that's what bloody Jamie Oliver wanted.
Oh,
Oh no,
he's
he
an
was trying to get
absolute-
rid of. He was trying to get rid of the.
He is an
nuggets.
absolute melon.
That being said, he does have some good recipes.
Mm,
Some good ones. I'm not saying all of them. Oh, she said, "Don't ask me." Oh no, that was. Did I?
oh, that's Chloe.
That was Chloe. Yeah. No, we'll ask you next. If you really want us not to, we will.
I think we should.
Yeah. Because Louise is a bit. She's really thinking about her answer. So while we're waiting for that, Chloe, what would you do if you were Prime Minister for a day?
Well, there you go, Lou. Share all the wealth fairly so no class divide. I actually respect that a lot.
Definitely. I like that. There you go.
Yeah.
You get that one up on screen. That one's
No,
a good one.
I agree with that wholeheartedly. Go on, Chloe. Say it. It's gonna be. Look, you might need a visual beep on this, probably. Not an audible, a visual.
I've got audible. I don't have visual. I've got my glasses. I can take my glasses off, then I can't see shit. So,
Yeah.
oh, sorry. Like, I had to censor myself. Then how
See,
bad is that?
see the way you censor is kind of like when you cough to cover a fart, but you're just too late with the cough.
Do you know if you cough and fart at the same time, your body takes a screenshot?
But that's sneeze and fart.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, there you go. That's why I wasn't doing it right.
Yep.
I get everything wrong, but there you go.
Oh, look, I'm right for once. I'll take that little win.
Take the win. Take the win.
Oh, we got 11 now.
12.
12.
Are you looking at both, or are you just looking at the YouTube?
That was just the YouTube one. I can't even see where the other
yeah. We
count
got
is.
11 on YouTube, and we got 1 on Facebook. So
Oh.
I don't know. I think all the chats are coming in through YouTube, which is good. Now, before we go anywhere, if anybody who is watching this is not subscribed to our channel, please hit our subscribe button and click our bell notification, because we've got a few things that are going to start coming out soon, and we want to try and get our account up a little bit. And if you guys do like these live chat nights where God knows what we're going to talk about, because this could be anything, we'll start doing more of them.
So is Chloe going to come and tell us what she would do if she was in power for a day?
Maybe the power is that.
Maybe she would
I
just
don't
put
know.
everyone on leashes and make them walk around. I don't know.
Man, what is going on in your head saying things like that? That's just weird. But there again, you know.
I am
Expect
weird.
it. Chloe's crying. Oh no.
Oh no!
I got in trouble at work today because
Oh,
we
what
got-
did you
we
do?
got a Scottish. He actually came out on the
What might be
public
frowned upon?
investigation. He came on the public investigation with us the other week, and every
Oh,
time
is that the guy from
somebody
your
talks-
work
Yeah, it starts talking with a Scottish accent. I start talking with a Scottish accent as well.
talking in a Scottish accent?
And then obviously it was also St. Patrick's Day, so I started talking with an Irish accent. Shit, the worst one you can think of. But yeah,
Oh, Lou, Gary
Go on.
has known me for a very long time now. He knows I'm really weird. Sometimes it's just enough just to nod your head and not listen.
yes.
That's
Come on, Chloe, you won't be frowned upon. We promise. No.
Set your goals high. Live life. Now
Oh,
then,
Mark.
now then, now
Oh!
then.
How you doing, mate? I haven't seen you on here for a while.
Who's it? Mark C.
I'm not going to say that until I can actually get me memory around everything. I'm pretty sure I know who he is, though. He used to come on all the time.
Mark Cooker.
Kaka.
No, it's Mark.
Yeah. Anyway.
I'm still waiting for this answer. We might have to ask someone else.
Yeah, you know,
Dion.
if it wasn't
What
the
would
fact that it
Dion
was
do?
live. Yeah, Dion's gone quiet. Hang on, let me scroll back up through the chat. What did you say that he went eek about?
I think it was Jimmy Savile. I don't blame him.
His last comment was just keep swimming. So he's probably still swimming somewhere. I don't know where, but
In his own thoughts, maybe.
yeah.
Been on Facebook to message you, but no response, so went on YouTube.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the YouTube chat. It was working earlier today. Did you share it to the Wapper page?
Yeah, I did.
If you're messaging in the Wapper page, it's not going to come through. You actually have to go to the actual Shadow Files page, not the Shadow Files group, the actual Shadow Files page, and where it's live there, you can comment there, or you can go to my profile and chat on it there.
Perfect position.
What?
What's your thoughts on Ouija boards? Don't fuck with shit that you don't know about. Sorry, Gary, you missed the bleeps.
There you go.
But in all honesty, yeah, don't screw with stuff that you don't know anything about or little.
I don't think Ouija boards themselves are the issue. It's the intent behind them.
Yes.
And it's about making people with the same intent. do the same
Dion, sorry, I was
thing.
watching the paint dry. I didn't realize you finished talking about politics.
But yeah, Ouija boards, if you've got the wrong intentions and stuff like that, or even if you don't know how to do it, because I always say with a Ouija board, it's like when you've got your door open at home. If you open your front door, all good, but when you go to bed, do you close that door?
No.
Of course you do. Well, of course you would normally. If you leave that door open and unguarded, anybody or anything can walk through and you've got no control over it. It's the same with a Ouija board. If you don't know how to open a board up properly, how to govern a board, and how to close a board down properly, you're going to end up leaving it open and anything can come through, and that's where all the shit starts going sideways.
And unfortunately, burning the Ouija board ain't going to solve that problem either.
No, because the intent is already there. The Ouija board is just the focal point of it, and that's pretty much it. You know what it's like. If everybody it's like when you got the old magnifying glass and you trying to light a little fire. It's all about the intense, focaling,
Yeesh.
shut it again.
Fuck.
On a certain point, man. Chloe's driving.
Naughty.
Yeah.
Boris does not approve.
Boris does not approve.
That's a Russian Boris.
I know that's the Russian
Boris.
Yes. So, yeah, I would stay away from them. In all honesty, definitely. Sorry, I'm just catching up with all the.
Oh, do you actually have to manually put them up?
Yes.
Bugger.
Oh, it is a way. It is a way of if somebody
Censoring.
fires a whole load of there's a sort of bit of censoring to it. Not that really that important for us, but
We're not sensitive enough to censor.
Nah. I'm just
Dion,
giving you-
what would you do if you had power for the day?
See, it's a tough question. It's a tough question.
I thought there was 3 good answers so far. Except mine. See, ours sound really selfish compared to what Lou said.
That's why I'm not answering anymore.
We're assholes. Mind you, I said I'd give to the people. I'd give them everything that I could find in the Vatican to start major chaos.
The Vatican, that would be. You'd need.
I'm surprised you didn't think of that.
No, but you'd need more than a day if you're at the Vatican.
Send illegal immigrants back. Look after veterans and pensioners. Look after your own people before others who shouldn't even be here. Look,
That happens all over the world, though.
look, I agree wholeheartedly. Illegal immigrants, yes, do it the right way.
Not those who are trying to get their family out of war.
But there's processes. Look at Bradford.
See, now Dion's getting banned for that.
What?
He said woke.
Oh, no, he'd be fine. He just woke up. But no, I do agree with that. You should be looking after your nation and its people first.
Yes.
Ones that have come legally. Don't sell to foreign investors.
If you look at, I mean, obviously everybody knows that my family came to Australia to live from the UK. And we went through probably 3 years of scrutiny and, we had to go through physical tests. We had to have, physicals. We had to go through all sorts of stuff. Mom and dad had to go through, all of their employment stuff. There was so much character tests before we were given the approval to come over. And then we had to pay our own way because we weren't any of those £10 POMs. We had to pay our own way over and everything. But
because you didn't steal a loaf of bread.
Dad was working within a week of landing here. And obviously, Mum got a job pretty quickly. She was a nurse. And
but what happened with bringing
people? If you get the wrong people that just don't want to help society and things like that, then why are you here? You might as well go.
We've got enough locals that don't want to do any work, so we've got enough of those.
Yeah.
Now we sound really selfish.
Let's change the subject to portals and poltergeists. I think that would be good.
Wouldn't be able to do the test in the UK, wouldn't know the answers.
Well, we did the test in the UK, but we had to go up to Scotland, so I suppose we cheated. But we went to the Australian Embassy in Edinburgh rather than go down to London. But yes, let's try and get away from politics and stuff, and let's get back onto some of the spooky stuff. Because we're down to 8 people because we've been talking politics again.
Dion, are you still alive? Painting is over.
Yeah, I think he was still alive. This is a mad night tonight, eh?
It's awesome. 77 minutes and we've still got people's attention.
Well, I think they're all talking to each
other. The old
other.
Stories of people getting thrown out of beds and off beds and such.
Yeah,
I can't say that I've witnessed that myself. I have witnessed pushing, kicking, scratching, pulling.
If you want to go back through our videos quite a way, we did an episode on poltergeists, demons, and other paranormal entities.
There goes that word that you don't like.
Yeah, I know. That's what we call the episode. That's why I put it out there.
What does everyone think of the debunking community debunking the devices, apps as we all use? They put up a good argument for them being flawed, but we still use them. I think it comes down to personal preference, what you've been told to use, how to use it, and what you know and feel comfortable with. You could look, like we said before, you could take it as in cults and brainwashing. If someone tells you to use this because it's this way, because this works and that and the other, look, it's not going to work for everything.
No. And that actually takes me back to one of our very first episodes. Remember when we were talking to a certain person who was a lead investigator for a certain international
the absolute thing. Look, I'm just going to go out and say it, the absolute douche canoe.
Yeah. He started ripping on a lot of stuff that everybody uses, but he still did things that I don't think were really above board. Put it that way.
Look, there's 10 different ways to skin a cat.
Probably
that's also the analogy. I have ways of using certain items that not everyone else can use. You can teach someone 10 different times to try and make it work, and they may not just get it. When it comes down to having the best tools at your disposal for investigating that sort of stuff, I would say your body is the number one. You have that many sensors that you can use. Now, I get it with the whole mobile applications. There's algorithms that they use, which is a fair enough. And the same thing with like your apps that have predictive words and text. That's just a dictionary that someone's filled up and set to go off at random times. So it makes it hard. Talking to people that we know of that actually make their own equipment and the whole development stage that they go through, some work better than others.
Yeah.
When you're talking to someone that actually designs and builds these items himself and tells you how they work to a degree, it makes a bit of difference when you grab an instrument and you have that knowledge of how it does work. But even still, it's the same thing. They still add a dictionary, and it's still the same sort of thing.
Yeah.
There's still an algorithm at work.
Yeah, but we use a lot of analog old school stuff, which isn't based on algorithms and bits and pieces. And there's always going to be somebody who's going to debunk those as well. So this is the thing. If you're a stone cold skeptic, you're always going to debunk everything. Nothing's going to be real and stuff like that. If you're a stone cold believer, you're not going to argue everything's going to be a ghost. Everything's going to be this. Everything's going to be that. The best place to be is somewhere in the middle where you're able to question the phenomena and actually investigate it with an open mind, because that way then you're more accepting of the outcome of the testing, no matter which way it goes, whether it is to say, yeah, there's nothing there, or whether it is to say, well, we might have actually caught something. That's the best place to be. But
look, I'm
from all sides, and it's again, it's all about respecting each other's opinions at the end of the day.
See, Jupiter, that's where I can disagree with you. Energy can lie because people can manipulate it.
Yeah.
You want something done, you can manipulate.
But technically, that's not the energy that's lying. It's just because it's being manipulated. Energy is still energy. It's not true or false. It's
but it can be made, yeah.
A certain way, yeah.
Like, people spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on all these tools. When we go out for an investigation or to help out, ask Gary. The only thing I carry with me is dowsing rods and myself and a torch. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't use anything else because I don't feel the need to.
I have a lot of the stuff that you see in the TV shows. I have a lot of the old school stuff as well. I'm happy to give everything a go, but I'm still logical enough to go, yeah, that's rubbish, because 99% is rubbish. But every now and then, when we went out to York and we investigated the old York courthouse and everything, we got some stuff on some of these machines that a lot of people poo-poo, and we got some pretty good information from that, which was verifiable. But
you're cross-referencing. That's the difference.
That's the exception to the rule. Usually, when we do a public hunt and whatever, and people hear this and hear that, sometimes you just be quiet, and because it's not a proper investigation, you just let them have
think,
fun, and they enjoy themselves. But it's not something that some of these devices, like stuff like that, if I'm going into an actual paranormal investigation, I will not use them for any kind of proof and stuff like. It's old school data logging. It's old school this. It's old school that. Old school being the key word. It's stuff that is very hard to debunk, or I guess everything can be debunked to a point, but
we're skeptics to start with.
Yeah,
you have to be, whether we're in that field looking for things or not. I was the biggest skeptic coming into these sorts of things until something had happened, and it's kind of like, well, okay, that didn't go to plan. But even still, with all the devices we use, we have 4 or 5 different things going on at once to cross-reference and cancel out if need be. You
multi-point,
have
yeah.
to.
If you're getting definitive answers on one piece of equipment, but your
What I
other
mean.
2 or 3 pieces of equipment aren't doing shit, then you've got to throw that out. You know what I mean? But if you're getting, it's like I said, if you're getting an EMF spike on this and then something else is going there, you know you got something. Now, to give you an example of that, if you go back and look at our Albany video when we were down in Albany, especially the first time that we were down there, we were doing a board session, but we had somebody who knew how to govern the board properly. And we got a lot of very useful information, which some of it we've been able to verify, a lot of it we haven't been able to. But at one point, the board started going nuts, which again, skeptics will go, yeah, true believers will go, oh. And then we got a K2 hit, and we got a tri-field, the old school tri-field meter, the one with the screecher on it. So we got the metaphysical board going. We got a K2 going. We got a tri-field going, and then the doors were burst open behind us. Now, what had happened just before that is the lady that was governing the board invited spirits to come forward. Now, if you go past where we were, then there was the 2 doors that got burst open, and you go straight out of there. That's where the cemetery was. So she's invited the spirits forward. They've come directly from the cemetery. Those doors are burst open, and we picked it up on, well, at least 2 pieces of equipment. There were others in there as well, but this is what I'm saying. This is a multi-point pickup. So you can't just say it's a K2 or it's that. It was picked up on all these different things. So there was something measurable actually happening there. And to have that paranormal activity happen at the same time, not every case can be easily debunked. Some are very, very rare, but some are very, very, very definitely more interesting.
That place is a wild place.
Yes.
Quantitative versus qualitative evidence, both very equal validity, or not one more valid than the other. Yeah.
Well, they both have their place. I mean, you don't want lots of evidence if it's all shit. You know what I mean? But the exact opposite. One piece of really good evidence is mind-blowing. So, and then the other hand is lots of evidence that's mind-blowing is even better. So, yeah, it's they are equally valid, but they can both be equally discounted in the right situation as well.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I think we've done quite well.
Yes, Jupiter. Albany is actually a really awesome place. We actually had plans of going back there, but I happened to pick a weekend where it was a long weekend, and we didn't want to go down with all the traffic, and people had to pay for an extra night down there and all this other stuff. And obviously, within a long weekend, everything was more expensive. So we will be coming back down there again very soon, and we will be actually. Last time we were down there, we spoke to a few locals and went to a few different venues around the place, and we're going to have a much more varied investigation next time we go down there, because it's not just going to be 1 or 2 places. There's going to be a few places to check out. So that will be interesting. So stay posted on that, but that won't be happening until later in the year now. It is a cracker of a place, Albany.
Look, and if anyone,
one of the most active places in WA besides Fremantle.
And if anyone isn't following us on here or getting notifications on, we would absolutely love and appreciate any of that can be done. Get these numbers up.
Yeah, if you really... Oh, we're down to 4 people now.
Yeah, it's 3.
Oh, no. I'll give it... We'll give it a few more minutes and see what happens, and then we might call it for tonight, because we're actually an hour and a half, so we're not doing bad. But we will, next time we do this, like I said, this was just a spur of the moment. Should we test out this new live stream setup?
I think this is the most viewers that we've had constantly. Yeah.
It's good because we can actually interact with them, and
it's been a lot easier to interact.
Yeah, I do like this. It's not perfect, but it's definitely
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
But that's the best thing as well. We will sit here and we will talk about anything. We don't. It's alive. It's not a planned out.
Look, if you've watched any of our podcasts, even when we've got a plan,
We still never stick to the plan.
Never stick to the plan. It always goes off a little bit. We do deviate back on track very quickly. Well, not even very quickly, but we do eventually get back on track. But it always goes off.
I think our plan is to finish on the same subject we started on.
Which the first one we started talking about was what's going on in the skies above tonight.
I meant as in planned episodes.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, Mark.
Thank you, Mark.
If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe.
We're sitting on 405 at the moment, actually.
We're up to 6 people now, so
7.
Okay, I've only got 6
on 7 on YouTube.
We must be a slightly different track hour things.
Have a good sleep. I'm not going to bed yet.
I will be, well, not yet, but I will be soon. I've got to go and spend some time with my beautiful wife, and then we're going to be up and we're going to be recording this interview tomorrow. So it's going to be a good one for you guys. We've actually got a really good episode coming out next week. And
what episode is that one?
It's up there.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't looked. This is me we're talking about. Aha. Yes. I don't think I was there for that one, but
no, you weren't there for that one.
Work. Yay.
It is a very good episode and well worth watching. In fact, I think it might have been Jupiter was talking about portals and everything a little bit earlier. Well, we've got a whole show coming out on that next Tuesday.
Mark, I'll make sure Gary does. If he doesn't, he'll be hell to pay.
I will. I'll say hello to Lynn. And Lynn's going to be coming in to do another podcast with us again soon.
Good.
So we have a topic that she wants to discuss, but Lynn being Lynn, she likes to research the hell out of something so she knows what she's
talking about.
You know what?
I'm more than happy just to sit back like this and just let her do her piece.
Oh, yeah, she's brilliant. She's brilliant. And she does love all of this stuff.
See, the best ways to distract Lynn: Christmas decorations, outfits,
Halloween, Easter, birthdays, any kind of celebration, she's all over it. We would be in so much trouble if we had Mardi Gras here, or if we had, all the stuff going on in New Orleans and everything. So yes, anybody that knows Lynn knows she loves all those different things. But anyway, on that,
I think you should get Lynn on to do an Easter episode. See what she comes dressed up as.
I could put some photos up, but I'm not going to because I'll get in trouble.
You'll get in trouble because there's
I'll
no
be getting
permission.
a lot of trouble, so I'm not going to do that. But
you need consent.
That's it. Now, unfortunately, because of this new setup, I can't do the intros and the outros. So when we say bye-bye, it's just going to go ploom, dead.
Hey, well, I'm saying that before we go, we've just got another subscriber, so thank you, whoever that was.
Well, thank you, everyone. We've had an absolutely fantastic night tonight, even though we weren't really sticking to not that we had any plan, but we weren't sticking to whatever little bits of a plan we might have had. And we just, with you guys getting involved and being interactive, it took us in all sorts of different directions. And that's what these live streams are all about. It's about you guys interacting and seeing where the night goes or the day goes, wherever you are in this big blue ball we're on.
Chloe just said she's picking up her son from school. So she's like, will you guys be on when I get back? Well, I don't know.
Depends on how far away the school is, but we're going to be gone in a few minutes. So
yeah, no, that's fine. It's nice to have people that actually want to listen to us talk absolute bogus.
Yeah.
In between what we're actually here to talk about.
Yeah.
Oh, now we're back up to 8.
See, it's just up and
down. See, we say we're going to go, and it's just 3 more people started watching.
Look, in all honesty, I'm really happy that so many people are coming and they're actually having a bit of fun. And that's what it's all about. We can't do these things seriously. Yeah, we can talk about some pretty cool stuff, but it's just about having some fun and enjoying each other's company. That sounds wrong, doesn't it?
Not enjoying people's company. Not really.
Nah, I suppose not when you put it like that. Anyway,
we're
on
not.
that, I
We're
think
wearing,
we are.
we're
gonna-
wearing clothes, so it's all right.
Ding, ding, ding.
Well,
Oh, that was almost perfectly timed, that one. Anyway, that's it. We're off. I'm going to hit the button. So take it easy, guys, and see you next time.
see you guys.
There you go. It's